Hello, I'm in the kitchen because today I'm going to be telling corny music jokes, and everything is funnier with fluorescent lighting. What's the difference between a violin and a viola? Nothing. The violin just looks so small compared to the violinist's head. What's the difference between a violin and a fiddle? The fiddle's fun to listen to. Why are viola jokes so short? So violinists can understand them. How many second violinists does it take to change a light bulb? None. None of them can get that high. How is lightning like a violist's fingers? Neither one strikes the same place twice. How do you keep a violin from getting stolen? Keep it in a viola case. What's the difference between a violin and a viola? The viola burns longer. We all know that violas are better because they burn longer, but why do violas burn longer? They're usually in the case still. How do you get a viola to play pianissimo tremolando? Mark the passage solo. What's the difference between a viola and a coffin? The coffin has the dead body on the inside. What's the difference between a cello and a trampoline? You usually take off your shoes to jump on the trampoline. What's the definition of a minor second? Two violists playing in unison. What's the definition of perfect pitch? Throwing a viola in the dumpster, not hitting any of the sides. Whoop-oo! Why do violists stand for long periods of time outside of people's houses? They can't find the key and they don't know when to come in. What's the difference between a washing machine and a cello? Vibrato. Why do so many people take an instant disliking to the cello? To save time. How do you know if a cellist is playing out of tune? The bow's moving. How was the canon invented? Two violists were trying to play the same passage together. Why is a violin solo like a bomb? By the time you hear it, it's too late to do anything. Why shouldn't violists take up mountaineering? Because if they disappear, it takes ages before anyone realizes they're missing. What's the difference between a dead skunk and a crushed clarinet in the road? Skid marks before the skunk. What's the range of a clarinet? As far as you can chuck it. What's the definition of a cluster chord? A viola section playing open C strings. If you're lost in the desert, what should you head for? A good oboe player, a bad oboe player, or an oasis? The bad oboe player. The other two are a figment of your imagination. What's the difference between the first and the last chair of the second violin section? Usually about half a measure. What instruments do cellists envy most? The harp. They only have to play pizzicato on open strings. How do you get a dozen second violinists to play in tune? Shoot 11 of them. How do violinists' brain cells die? Alone. How many flautists does it take to make a batch of chocolate chip cookies? 10. 1 to mix the batter, and 9 to peel the M&Ms. What's the similarity between the Beatles and the viola section of the Royal Philharmonic Orchestra? Neither has played together since 1970. Thanks for watching, everybody. Sorry for the corniness, sorry if I offended anyone, and be sure to subscribe for more videos.